Hey, hey everybody, we are back from our NYCC Fall 2017 pop hunting.
Yay!
This is Trinessa, and I'm Mad Dog. Mad Dog.
Yeah,
I
sure.
am. When I walk into the room, people are terrified.
I
They say,
doubt that.
"It's Mad Dog."
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
They're
Watch.
Oh God! Mad Dog!
It's your hair.
Is it?
Yeah.
My hair's scary.
Yeah, that bald spot.
What? What is wrong with you? Where?
In the top.
Bald spot. Be quiet. Anyways,
Yeah.
first stop was Hot Topic. Let me just move that. And Hot Topic was fairly well organized.
Yeah, it was. It was very
Even
organized.
though they had a lot of people in line.
They
Yeah.
only let 5 people in at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So that
That
made
we
it
got to we
control.
counted as one.
Yeah, we counted as one
'Cause
because
we're
we're
awesome.
a couple. But they only let 5 people in
Yeah.
at once, which made it really good. And all of the pops were displayed on a table next, close to the door, so you didn't have to go far.
Yeah, and not only did they get the lion's share of exclusives counting by numbers, but they had a lot of each exclusive
Yeah,
as well.
they
They
did.
had a lot
They had
by
a
comparison.
lot. Hmm.
And the one thing that threw me off here, and this you don't know about this yet, but I've been, chatting with a couple people on Facebook,
Hmm.
and there's been some complaints about Hot Topic because of not having uniformity with the numbers. Now, for example, the when we got there, now you remember the cashier said this,
Hmm.
the limit was 10 of each exclusive.
Right.
She said 10 of each exclusive. I'm like, God, we could buy like, how many different did they have? 8, 10? We could have got like 100 freaking pops that way. But then other people are saying that it was 10 exclusives, period. Then somebody else was saying one each up to 10. And apparently, Hot Topic, whatever your memo is, your people aren't understanding it.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of, apparently there's some confusion over 10 of what and how. So you might want to dial that in a little bit. And from Hot Topic, well, this is what I did. Working on my Kingdom Hearts collection, Halloween Donald and Halloween Goofy, to finish off my Kingdom Hearts. Now, one thing I did notice also was a lot of them were scuffed up a lot on the cellophane on the windows.
Hmm.
These two were not, and I had to pick through, really, even with the Goofy, I had to pick through like 8 of them before I found the one that wasn't kind of scuffed up. So I got those to work on my Kingdom Hearts, and then my wife, she was really, really looking forward to this one, Scrooge McDuck. And I really like what they did with his glasses, too. If I can... Where am I?
Yeah, it turned around.
Yeah. If you can see, they're kind of sitting on top of his bill like that. You know why Scrooge McDuck is always rich?
Why?
Because everywhere he goes, he still has a bill.
It's so cool.
Yes, that was awesome. And Our Real Monsters, Scary Ickus.
Yeah, so
Scary
that
Ickus.
completed out my set.
Yeah.
And it also, the Scrooge McDuck completed the DuckTales set.
Which
So
you see on the back
it's
here.
on the back, and I got that earlier when it first came out.
Yeah, and most of the people that were in the line, they were after the Green Megazord.
Yeah.
They were after that Green Megazord, which they had like 40 of them.
They did have a
They
lot.
had a
I
ton
was
of 'em.
surprised about how
But
much
that was
stuff
fine.
they had.
Another issue was that they were charging $25 for the Green Megazord, and that's not what Funko had set the price on. And there was some people complaining about that. Didn't stop them from buying them
Yeah.
because they said, like they were saying, we're kind of at their mercy, here. But most of the people were after the Green Megazord, and we did not go to Barnes and Noble.
No.
Nothing there we were really gunning for. We did hear some people complaining because there were people in line. They're networking with other people. They're waiting in line in other places. You buy this for me, I'll buy that for you, that sort of thing. And that the Balrog in particular, 2 Barnes and Nobles in a row didn't even have them, and then one only had a couple of them. And then there was the bum rush incident.
Yeah,
You
they
heard?
were talking about
Yeah,
that. They opened the door and the people just rushed in,
yeah.
knocking over things, just getting an armful. That's just ridiculous.
No, no control
Yeah.
whatsoever at whatever Barnes and Noble that was
The Barnes and Noble we went
that we
to
went to.
for the San Diego was very organized. They came
Yeah,
out before they opened the door and
explained
gave you a
everything.
little briefing,
Hmm.
and then they had all of the figures behind the counter. So
Hmm.
you walked up to the counter and you said, okay, and they told you you can only get two.
Two
And then you
total.
just named off your two. You walked down to the register and the next person came up.
Hmm.
Super organized, no rushing, nothing. And you were
Yeah,
able to get what you wanted. Um, so I don't know what happened today, but I'm glad we didn't have to go to Barnes and Noble.
and let me see the MST3K. We didn't get this there, but just wanted to show this. She got the Tom Servo from the MST3K or Mystery Science Theater 3000. We're fans of the classic Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah,
Weren't too thrilled with the new one.
not
Don't
the
know what
new
happened
one.
there. We were thinking about having a discussion about that, but I think they did a really good job on it. And I like how the icon doesn't cover the character. He's enough to the right side of the package that you can actually see him in there. But I thought they did a pretty good job on that, Tom
Yeah,
Servo.
they did.
Next stop for us was Toys R
There we
Us.
go, Toys R Us. Hopefully they organized. Yes, they are.
You got your dextrose? I got the Beast
Destro.
Man.
Oh, you got Beast Man?
Yeah, so you can put one back.
All right.
Guys, it's just 2 of each per person. We have a bit hold.
Wiping out very quickly at the Toys R Us. They have a very limited selection of what was advertised. And that's our pile.
They had a line.
Good.
They had some rules.
They
The
did.
rules were they didn't have a limit on total number, but it was no more than 2 of each exclusive, period. However, they only had the one small table, and there was
Mhm.
very few items on it. There were very limited number of items, and people were even after the line was working its way through and people were picking off. There were people running into the aisle, I
Mhm.
guess, and the cashier was like, "I don't know where they're running to because there's
Everything,
nothing there.
yeah,
There's
everything
nothing
was
there."
up at the front. So,
They didn't have much, but we can get started here. I got my Destro.
mhm.
I was hoping to get this to complete my GI Joe set or to keep it complete. So got the
Until you
chrome,
find out that it's something else.
yeah, my chrome-headed Destro there, and there weren't very many of those. We both got one of these, which is the 3-pack of the Thundercats, Lion-O, Mumra, and Snarf, and these are limited to 4,000 pieces. And Toys R Us only had 4 of them. They only had 4 on the
And
table.
we took 2.
We took 2. We had 2. Also, the same deal with this, with the Batman 1966 Dorbs 3-pack, also limited to 4,000 pieces, only had 4 of them on the table. And I only got one of these because I'm doing it for my set. I get a bunch of the Batman 1966, and we both got one of these, which is the flocked Beast Man. And by the way, the majority of the ones at Toys R Us were in really decent shape.
Yeah.
As opposed to the ones in Hot Topic, a lot of the windows were scuffed, at least at the one we went to. But a lot of these were in good shape. They had a lot of the Boba Fett in the Slave One, which is the $40 one, which a lot of people really wanted.
Mhm.
A lot of them with dented corners. And it's like for $40, you think you'd have packed it a little more safely.
Yeah.
But, and I'll put a couple of other pictures up. But if you look at the coloring on the flocking, they actually did a really good job, because
They
I know
did.
that's a big concern with a lot of people with the paint schemes on the Funkos, that they don't always do a great job on the paint, but they managed to paint the Beast Man really well. And, we're both into the He-Man. And this one. And this was kind of an impulse buy. They had maybe 10 or 12 of these on the table. There weren't many.
No, it wasn't that much, I don't think. But I mean, I saw it, and I'm not a fan of it,
Of the
of
vinyl,
the vinyl.
the VYNL vinyl.
But I saw it, and I'm like, well, that'll round out the Thundercat set. I'm not
Yeah.
going to get any other vinyl.
Yeah.
I don't like them, but these don't look too bad. The only ones that I've seen that actually look good were the ones from Rudolph.
Yeah, they got the Rudolph ones coming out.
Those actually look like the character because they had the awkward shape anyway.
Yeah, because they're claymation characters.
Yeah.
That's right. And it kind of grows on you, because I'm not a big fan of the vinyl either, but it kind of grows on you as I'm looking at it. I was like, gee, maybe I should have grabbed one.
And the artwork on the back is pretty nice.
Original.
If you see it.
This looks like it's right off the show. The artwork that's on the back of that. They have a Masters of the Universe vinyl 2-pack also with He-Man and
I
Trapjaw.
saw that, and again, because I'm not a big fan, I
Vinyl
never
figure.
went out for it. And I don't want to start something new, and
Yeah.
that would be a whole new thing and something new to try to organize and
But like I was
catalog.
saying, I was kind of surprised because I was like, ugh, vinyl. But it kind of grows on you.
Yeah,
It's
it
kind of
does.
like, the more I look at it. It's
Out at
like,
the
I get
GameStop
it.
up now.
It's kind of
Just one thing that she's looking for from here. Hopefully we got it. Smells like cats here.
Hey, you want Dwight?
Which one?
Dwight?
And they got it. Excellent.
Okay, thank you. Let me look.
You're easy.
Yep.
Really low numbers on the items at GameStop here as well.
And the next stop after that was GameStop, and we were only. I wasn't really after anything there. My wife was, which was Dwight from The Walking Dead. No problem getting it at GameStop because nobody was there.
No line.
And I'll show, and I'm interjecting film here, and I'll show the GameStop also of us going to the GameStop. But you saw it was empty when we walked in, and I had even asked the guy, and I was like, "Did you have a line?" Or he's like, "No," and he didn't have much. There was almost nothing there.
Yeah, they only
I was
had like a
surprised.
few pieces, like 2 of each, and I think they only got like 4 things.
4 of the Dwight. What it looked like to me was like 4 of the Dwight, 4 of the pixelized Batman. I only saw 1 pixelized Shredder, although there might have been another one behind it. The majority of what he had was that 11 with electrodes.
Yeah,
There was
and
a
I
lot of them.
don't remember if I saw the Dig Dug because they're supposed to have.
I
the
didn't
Dig Dug.
notice.
I didn't notice because I didn't want it anyway.
Yeah, I was debating the pixelized ones myself. It's like, oh, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to branch off into something else.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it comes down to. It's something we talked about in our previous video where we were discussing the pros and cons of Funko. If you haven't seen it, I'll put a link to it down below. But it seems like there's a lot of cons, and a lot of people get overwhelmed by it. Not everybody, but a lot of people
Quite a
feel
few.
overwhelmed by just how many different lines and stuff, and that's sort of what she was talking about, even with the vinyl.
Yeah.
She was like, just this is enough
Yeah.
for now. I don't
And I
want to
have
just.
a lot of other stuff already
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not pops that I collect, and it's just something else I don't want to start because once you start it,
Get
then you're
hooked
gonna
on it.
want other things and other characters.
Get your fix.
Yeah, so this is
It's
good
addictive.
just for the Thundercats because I have a huge Thundercats, like
She does.
Mezco and Mattel and all of that stuff.
Bandai.
And Bandai
Bandai.
also.
She's got a
So
lot of Thundercat stuff.
so that's fine.
Ties
Just
in.
that. Yeah, it ties in pretty good.
That we pretty much found everything we were looking for.
Yeah,
Weren't
everything
looking
on
to
our
flip.
list.
A lot of people that were in line paranoid about flippers. They were
Yeah.
asking you literally like,
Are
what
you
are you getting? What are you getting today? What are you after?
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, I just, like at the Hot Topic especially, I just want to just keeping my Kingdom Hearts set up. And he was like, you getting the Dragonzoid? No, I'm not really interested in the Dragonzoid.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, they were happy
were
to know
paranoid.
that we weren't getting anything that they
to
wanted.
turn around and resell.
Yeah.
Because they were paranoid about it. They were
Mhm.
worried about flippers, and they were people in line literally asking everyone, how much of what are you getting?
Yeah.
So I guess that's getting to be a bigger and bigger issue. speaking of which, just for the sake of argument, today was also the release of the General Mills ad icons, and I got the email from Funko. And as soon as I got the email, I clicked the link because I was like, oh, okay, I like these. I like the ad icon ones. They look good. I like the box. It looks like the cereal box. I get it. And they were like, you have to get all three at the same time. The Trix Rabbit, the Lucky from Lucky Charms, and Sunny from Cocoa Puffs. You have to get all three at once. $15 a piece, $45.
Which is good.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Click the link. This is right after I get the email. Click the link. Sorry, sold out. And also on their Facebook, these are now available. And you know what? Go to their Facebook and open it up and look at the comment section and see what the people have to say about it. There's a lot of very angry people commenting on Facebook on Funko right now because it was gone. It just burned out that fast. Even it limited to one per customer. I hate playing the online purchase game with these companies, which is also why I did not get everything that I wanted, because the other stuff that I wanted, it is at Toy Tokyo. There's no Toy Tokyo here. And I'm not playing that game with them online where it's available and it's not. It's available and it's not. I can't do it. It's too frustrating because I would have liked to have gotten the Enoch and the Sleestack from Land of the Lost because I watched the original show, and also the Maximilian and Vincent from Black Hole, classic sci-fi movie from the 70s. It's a very underrated and forgotten sci-fi film. And I was just like, yeah, those 4 pieces I would like. All 4 of them are at Toy Tokyo. I'm not going to get them. Maybe I'll get lucky aftermarket if I scrounge around on eBay, but it doesn't sound too promising.
Yeah, hopefully they might have a good deal, a package deal.
Maybe. So, what did you do? Did you have any luck? Did you go out pop hunting today? Did you find anything? Did you have any horror stories? If you do, go ahead and put it in the comments section down below. Please like, share, and subscribe if you have not already. If you are a subscriber, remember, please hit that notifications button so that you're alerted as to when new content comes out, because YouTube ain't going to tell you. They're going to leave us hanging and you'll never see it.
Yeah.
So please go ahead and hit that. And like I said, like, share, and subscribe. The more of you there are, the more that we can do. And is that it?
That is all.
That is all. So thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Lame.
You're lame.
You're like the lamest.
You're extra lame.
Whatever. Go ahead.
You're like lame with a side of lame. And I'm the mad dog.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God! Mad Dog!